Welcome to the Street Smart Wealth Experience, show number 357. Today we're going to talk about your commitment to figuring out how in your business and even in your life. Because remember this, everything is figure-outable. And you'll find the show notes at 357.streetsmartwealth.me. The commitment to how. Such an important part of your business because, again, everything is figure-outable. There's nothing that you can't figure out, and so waiting to work your business is a huge mistake. Let's get into the show. So today we're talking about commitment. We're continuing on with our theme for this month, which is commitment. Last month, we talked about all the key components that go into a commitment, not only in your business, but your life as well, what those really consist of. And then last month, we talked about clarity. So part of my big 3 C's, clarity, commitment, and then consistency are really the 3 keys to success in anything, whether it's your life, a relationship, weight loss, health, fitness, whatever it is. Those 3 C's are everything. So today what I wanted to cover with commitment is your willingness to figure things out, because everything is figure-outable. I think it was Marie Forleo who first said that, and I think she wrote a book on it that just recently came out. But really and truly, everything is figure-outable. So you've started a business. Hopefully after last month you went through and you got true clarity around your why and the what, certainly the how, putting the systems and all the tools and different things in the processes in place to move your business forward. Okay, that's a big part of the clarity. So clarity on why, clarity on how, clarity on those key pieces. When you have clarity around why you're doing something, then it makes the rest of it really truly fall into place. We also talked about clarity behind what it is you sell. What is it you really sell in your business, and how to communicate that in a way that gets your audience, your ideal client, to lean in. So we talked about those things. So then moving on, once you have clarity around all different aspects of your business or anything you're doing in life, then you get to the commitment part, which is certainly the next step. Once you have clarity, especially around your why, and you have a deep burning why, then figuring out the commitment pieces are a part of it. And there's a lot that goes into commitment. It's not just, putting your credit card information in and clicking submit and signing up with a company, launching that. It's about truly launching that business and what all of that means. And so a big part of it is a commitment to figuring it out. One of the key places that so many people get stuck, and especially my network marketers, although my real estate clients and my life coaches also get stuck with this too, and that is how much information they know versus how much information they think they need to know. We often tend to think that we need to know more than we really and truly do. Most every company, most every business that you launch, you've gone through and you've found information. You've gone through a training program. There's information that's available out there to you. And really and truly, if you really wanted to, I don't believe you have to pay for anything anymore. It's all available to you out on the internet. However, depends on how valuable your time is and how committed you are to making money and moving yourself forward, being a success in whatever it is you're attempting to do in what amount of time. Because the amount of research of finding that information and finding the right people and, quelling through all that information is very, very time consuming. So there's what we know already and what we feel we need to know. And that often derails us in our business. So the question for you is, do you struggle with that? How much you know already and what you think you might need to know. Sometimes that shows up in the form of being fearful of somebody asking you a question. You do a presentation of your product or service, your program, your offering, you do that presentation, and we have this fear that somebody's going to ask us a question that we don't have the answer to. The biggest thing is, how is this stopping you now? Are you falling into that pit, if you will? Have you tumbled off the road and down into the ditch of thinking that you need to know more than you really do? So is it true? Is it really true that you have to have the answer to everything anybody could possibly ask you? Or more importantly, do you know how to find it out? And are you willing to find it out? So that's it more than anything, is your willingness to be committed to do whatever it takes to find the answers, to find the knowledge that you need if and when you need it. And I really want to stress if and when you need it, because if you're spending too much time gathering all this information of what you think you might need to know before you're out there actually taking action and talking to people, sharing your business, sharing your products, sharing what you have, and making offers and asking for the sale, asking for the sign up, asking them to join you, asking them to be part of your cool kids club. If you're waiting too long trying to find information, it's really slowing you down and derailing you. Now, thinking we need to know more information falls into that realm of fear and procrastination. Okay, those are the things that hold us back. And that just simply comes from a thought. And 90% of our thoughts are repetitive. And don't forget, we still have that reptile brain, that lizard brain that tells us survival is the most important thing, and keeping you safe is the most important thing. So when we feel a fear of not having enough information, or we feel a fear, what if the person says no, or we feel some type of fear around that, we can fall into that procrastination mode because our brain says, oh, don't do that. That's painful. You don't want to do that. Let's stay in our comfort zone where everything is cool and groovy. It's kind of funny. I just, in October of this past year of 2019, I passed my 20-year anniversary of building my business online. I cannot believe it's been 20 years. And I had huge fear and huge doubt and a whole lot of things that I didn't know. And I still really don't know how to do a spreadsheet. I've never been trained on a computer, hadn't taken any technology classes, hadn't ever been to an internet marketing class, didn't know any of that. But I caught a big vision of what could happen for me. And when I started doing research, even online, and finding other people who built successful businesses online, and finding people who were willing to sell me their secrets, if you will, to teach me how to do that too, I knew then that there was always an answer to whatever I needed to do. The biggest challenges I had were being stuck with technology, really struggling with technology issues. But to this day, there's never been anything that I haven't figured out online. And I've sponsored close to 2,500 people into a network marketing business using the tools of the internet. For 12 years, I never left my home up in the mountains of Lake Arrowhead to build my business. We didn't have networking events really and truly. It was a long drive off the mountain in snow and sleet and rain and hail. So I was highly committed to figuring it out, highly committed to figuring out how the internet was going to work for me, how to figure out Facebook, how to figure out YouTube, how to figure out Twitter, how to figure out all these things that came along actually after I had even taken my business online. I figured out how to build a website. I figured out how to create a form in an autoresponder. I figured out how to create marketing funnels. I figured out how to do all of that, and it started working like a well-oiled machine. Just like whatever it is will work for you, whatever you're challenged with figuring out, once you do, and once you're committed to doing whatever it takes to figure it out, you're going to have the huge success that you want. So remember the 3 C's: clarity, commitment, and consistency. When you're clear on your why and what those goals and intentions are, then you can get clear on the commitments that are required next. Those are the key things. All right, next week we're going to talk about making impact and your commitment to making impact not only in your own life, but the lives of others through your product, your service, your business, whatever your program or offer is. And hey, if you would like some help just figuring this out, if you want to just have a phone conversation to talk about where you're struggling, where you're stuck, and ask some questions, and I can share some programs with you that I think may help, schedule a free consultation call. Schedule that. Just go to call.streetsmartwealth.me, or you can go to the streetsmartwealthacademy.com, learn more about my coaching and training program, and you can set up a call there. I would love to have that conversation with you. I would love to find out where you're struggling with figuring things out and help you make that commitment, help you understand how the right tools and resources are available to you.
So that's it for today's show. I do have a brand new educational series that I'm sending out by snail mail if you might be interested in it. All you need to do is go to address.streetsmartwealth.me and just put your physical mailing address in there along with your birthday, and I'll make sure that you get a birthday card. I'll share with you the follow-up system that I use in case you might be interested. And more than anything, you're going to hear from me in your mailbox regularly with tips and training and motivational, inspirational meditations and a lot of fun stuff. So I hope to see you over there, address.streetsmartwealth.me, and I'll see you on the next show. Make it a great day. If you would like even more tips and training, I have a free gift for you over at streetsmartwealth.me. It's my guide, Unleash the Power of Social Selling. If you're ready to stop struggling in your business and develop a sales and social media strategy to attract your ideal clients, team partners, and create the success you dream about, grab the guide right now over at streetsmartwealth.me. You'll find more on my blog at streetsmartwealth.com, as well as my Facebook group, streetsmartwealthschool.com, and follow me on Instagram at Jackie Ulmer. And make sure you learn more about the Street Smart Wealth Academy over at streetsmartwealthacademy.com. I'll see you on the next show.